What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to Zipline. Now I've never been there before. Jay's told me it's pretty good. So we're gonna do three pretty cool things today. Number one, we're gonna go to the highest ever restaurant in the UAE. We're gonna do that. And number two, we're gonna go to the longest zip line in the world. So we've got the GoPro, we've got everything. It should be a lot of fun. And along the way, I'm gonna be telling you guys the biggest one mistake that all developers, trust me, every developer is making right now. So if you enjoy that, you're looking forward to it, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the vlog. First things first, let's go get Jay from his house, and then we're gonna go and start the drive. It's a 2-hour drive to Ras Al Khaimah, where Zipline is. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Meant to be fun. Let's head out. I don't think I'll ever get better at early mornings. It is getting so hot in Dubai right now. So we're looking at like 40 degrees. I think it's meant to be cooler over in Zipline. I really hope so, because we're out for the majority of the day. If you're looking to come in summer, it's actually pretty cheap, but you're gonna be dying of heat. A lot of your life. Stop complaining. Let's drive.
What's up, PAPAFAM?
What up, boy? Oh, we got Daisy.
Take care.
Take care. So here we have
Where's the little package?
the delivery package. So this is the great newborn Jaden that we are going to deliver so that we can go ziplining.
Currently in Sharjah, we're dropping off little man. Parcel delivered. Now we're going to
Zipline.
Heading to Zipline. Let's go. It's a very cute parcel.
Yeah.
This is my first time seeing any kind of like mountains in Dubai. Yeah. Jeez, look at that fucking
Going on the road.
Guys, if you're ever in Dubai, 100% bring a fast car here, because the roads going in and out is literally like you're playing Gran Turismo. Such a fun track, like as in this is like Top Gear right now.
Basically.
But we're gonna come back here with a really fast car and have some fun. So we just arrived at we're in Zipline, yeah?
Zipline viewing deck.
Zipline viewing deck. It is stunning. The drive up here was next level, but we're gonna give you a little tour around now and show you some of the views. Amazing. Bro, this is amazing. This is a raw reaction. My first time seeing it. What? Look at that view, guys. Stunning. But guys, we're lucky. We came on a weekday, so everyone's at work. So it literally feels like you got the whole place to yourself. If you come to Ras Al Khaimah ever, definitely come on a weekday, because everyone's gonna be at work and you get peace and quiet. Like, look at this, completely empty. So nice. So Jay, you've been in before?
Yes, once. We didn't do ziplining and stuff like that, so that's what we'll do today.
Yeah. So, biggest mistake that most developers are making, probably don't realize because they don't actually know this, right, is not finding a mentor. Now, trust me when I say this, the single most basic reason for doing this is all the complicated stuff when you're learning how to code, right? Whether it's the fundamentals, whether it's algorithms, whether it's data structures, whether it's explaining what a hash map is, right? Any of this stuff. It can be really complicated by running a Google search, or you can pretty much go ahead and I can come up to Jay and say, hey, Jay, teach me what a hash map is. And next thing you know, Jay breaks it down over 3 sentences later, I understand what a hash map is to a better degree than what I would be finding on Google. That's actually how I learned Redux. I was stuck on Redux, right? I literally landed my first job. They were using Redux. I'd never used it before. I'd used something called Flux, which is similar. I said to one of my senior developers in the team, dude, you're amazing at Redux. Can you please just whiteboard this out with me? So we sat there with our food, eating away on a whiteboard, and just he's just drawing it out. Explains how selectors work, explains how dispatch, action, the whole cycle works. Over that lunch, I learned Redux.
Wow.
I promise you that, because it's not that I could then go ahead and just straight away code it magically. It's I understood how it worked. because somebody explained it in layman's terms. They explained it in the simplest way. But one thing I want to mention is it doesn't always have to be mentorship in the form of like, you know, two people and I'm asking you something. It can sometimes also be in the form of like a code review. Amazing technique to go ahead and become a better developer. What I would recommend, if you're in a team or if you're working at a job, you're going to be, you know, exposed to this all the time anyway. But a code review is essentially you push your code, you say to the team, hey, I've added the new sidebar feature. They review your code. So basically what happens in a code review is they'll look at your code, say to you, you know, you've done everything right, or, you know, like everything looks great, but you shouldn't probably write the function that way because you're going to have, you know, an inefficiency there, or you shouldn't write your CSS rule like that because when you resize, it's going to break, you know, little things like that. So try not to take that feedback as like, you know, offensively, because I've seen a lot of developers and it naturally happens. In the beginning, I was like, who are you to tell me my code's bad? My code's right? Get rid of that attitude straight away, drop the ego, literally take it as somebody has been doing this for a while. If they're writing it, it's probably a good idea to take it on board. And honestly, it's the fastest shortcut to getting rid of bad habits, learning like what the standards are in coding. So naturally you'll start to kind of gravitate towards, that's how I started to know, oh, you know, maybe we should be using a functional component instead of a class-based component. And I got called out a few times for using class-based because I came from Java originally, that kind of background. So you start learning things by just simply looking at your PRs. And also you'll do the same. You'll be giving those code reviews to other people. So every single job I was at, I actually had a mentor, whether it was DevOps in my first job, so I literally was screening the senior developer, whether it's Next.js when I was working at Tesco, I had no idea how to use Next.js. The person next to me had been coding in it. And it doesn't have to be a senior developer, it can be anyone, right? But I literally sat next to him, explained, you know, how page routing works, explained the different concepts. Next thing you know, it's a breeze. It just takes like a single sentence, a single conversation from somebody who's gone through those hours, those weeks of sort of learning that fundamental. And then things which were complicated before suddenly become so simple. And it's going to push you outside your comfort zone. So I definitely found I wasn't the type of person to go to these like Facebook conferences, these kind of things. But as soon as I had a senior developer, every weekend this guy was going to like these different conferences. And next thing you know, I started joining him because I didn't want to be left out. I want to kind of get to know the team a bit more. And next thing you know, I'm absorbing this knowledge. I'm surrounded by more people. I found mentors at these different places. And guys, to approach a mentor, you don't need to be like, you know, it's not a weird conversation. You just need to basically say like, hey, are you interested in teaching me something on this topic? And best way of doing it is compliment them. So if I walked up to Jay right now and said to Jay, hey Jay, I want to learn about Cypress, and say, let's imagine Jay was a guru at Cypress testing. I'd be like, Jay, yo, what you're doing right now is so cool. Like, I love to see your automated tests. Like, I saw you actually did like a bunch of tests on blah, blah, blah feature. And then he's going to be like,
I'm already hooked.
Yeah, he's already hooked. At this point, he's like, oh, thanks, man. Like, and I'll be like, do you mind if I just sit next to you and just learn some of this stuff? And then,
no, why the hell not?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot better than you coming up to him saying, excuse me, do you have a moment to actually go ahead and teach me a new bit of skill? Like, that's not going to come across the same way.
Interview.
It's not an interview, right?
Yeah.
You're doing it in a friendly manner, and it's going to work the best way by doing that. Brother, are you open? We're just about to go to the other viewing platform, so amazing view on the other side of the mountain. Can't wait for that. And I was just saying to Jay, if you come here, bring your laptop or book, it would be so nice to just decompress and digest and learn some new information, learn a new skill. You know, I just wish there was an online platform, you know, where you could go ahead, learn new skills, video editing, music production, whatever it is. Just, you know, I just wish something like that existed. You know, Jay, speaking of which, you've been watching that video for quite a while. What is that you got there?
Oh, you haven't heard of Skillshare? Check this out.
Skillshare is an online learning community where millions of people come together to take the next step in their creative journey. The thing I love about Skillshare is that there are no ads. They're always launching new premium classes, and they also recommend really interesting classes. So before you know it, I'm actually no longer watching TV or Netflix. All I do is watch Skillshare while I'm actually eating my food. Most classes are under 60 minutes, so they should be able to fit any schedule, whether you're super busy or you've got a little bit more time on your hands. I've actually gone ahead and dropped the React-based Basics 101 entire class on Skillshare. The first 1,000 people to use the link in the description are going to get a free month worth of premium Skillshare, and you're going to be able to, with that, access the React Basics which I've uploaded. On top of that, you're going to get access to thousands and thousands of courses available on Skillshare's platform. I've actually been checking out an amazing video editing class at the moment by Ali Abdal, where I was actually able to find out how I could use my iPad to add animated handwriting into my videos to level up my production value. And now I'm making the best use out of my iPad, as well as leveling up my Final Cut production game. So this is just an example of the amazing value that I've got since I've signed up at Skillshare. And if you guys want to go ahead and benefit from this just like I have, then go ahead and remember, the first 1,000 people to go ahead and grab that link are going to get 1 free month of Skillshare Premium, which means that you can access my React Basics 101 class. It's completely free, you have nothing to lose, and then after that you can go ahead and continue if you're enjoying what you see on Skillshare.
This is what we're going to be doing very, very soon. Thank you, bro. Made it to the second viewing area, and we've got a little guest. Everywhere we go. In the other vlog, what was it? Oh, he jumped. Oh my god. I thought he made a leap of faith. Everywhere we go, we always seem to run into animals. Last time, what was it? It was a
camel.
It was a camel. This time we got the goats.
Next one we'll have something else.
Yeah. What the hell? Look at this. First reaction. Oh wow, bro. That is
beautiful.
Oh my god. That is stunning. Actually, if you guys didn't know, Jay owns a pet goat. So
right there.
yeah, that's Jimmy the goat right there. So Jimmy codes in Next.js, prefers server-side rendering over static-side generation, and yeah, on his weekends likes to go hiking in the mountains.
Comment below #JimmyGoat.
Yeah, #JimmyGoat. Look at that. A mentor doesn't always have to be a person, guys. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So sometimes you may not have access to a senior mentor, right? It can happen all the time. Like, where are you gonna find a senior mentor if you're not in a 9-to-5 job, if you're not in some like coding group or Discord group or wherever it is in the world? If you're not in any of these groups, you may not always have access to a person who can teach you something. So first top tip, sign up to newsletters. So React Status, amazing newsletter. Node Status is a good one as well. We also have our own newsletter. So the PAPAFAM has a newsletter. If you head over to papareact.com, right at the bottom, you'll see the link. And actually we give away the PAPAFAM playlist if they sign up to that. So guys, literally free playlist as well. Staying up to date with all of the latest tech, what's going on. Did Node 16 just release? Did Node 17 just release? Is TypeScript just evolved to some new degree? I mean, you're gonna learn all this kind of stuff through these newsletters. It's how we do it. Another thing is there's plenty of coding books out there, like Clean Code by Robert Martin. That's a pretty good book. And it was from one of these books, I actually can't remember the exact one, but one of them which pretty much taught me a very simple fundamental, and this is just an example of how you can learn quite a lot of things from these books, including data structure algorithms. If you want to learn that stuff, I'd recommend go check out a book. I personally didn't do this much, but the one lesson I did learn, which was quite good, was, for example, good code doesn't always have to be commented, because comments can get outdated, and your functions and your variable names should be explanatory enough to describe what your code does. Found that in a book. It's one way of getting mentorship. So all of these amazing developers have written books. John Sonmez' Soft Skills. All this stuff is like free mentorship. It's like you're sitting down with that developer, that amazing senior mentor, and just taking golden nuggets of information. So I'd highly recommend checking out books as well. You can also join a community of developers. So we're talking like, you know, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be the PAPAFAM. You can go join a bunch of Discord servers. We've got loads of youngsters inside of our community who actually do this all the time. They get gigs, they get hackathons, all this kind of cool stuff. Conferences, another great one to meet and greet people. You'll meet other people who are interested in the same field. A really awesome one that I've actually seen in Dubai. My friend actually goes there quite a lot, Leon, shout out. He goes to meetup.com. Now meetup.com, if you go on the website and you type in software developers, you'll find software developers around you that just want to meet up for socials. And trust me when I say it's a really good idea. I'd recommend, if you've never done this before, go do it, go speak to someone. You'll find somebody who's in the same field as you, and then from that information you can go ahead, learn from them, get mentored by them. And guys, remember, mentorship is not this like formal process. It's literally a case of you can just, as long as you're learning something from someone else and you can provide value, mentorship can be both ways. So I was talking to Jay about this the other day, but probably one of the best things we ever did when we were sort of getting started with the company, or knowing what the hell to do, and also knowing what to normalize, right? Like knowing if what you're doing or what you're getting wrong is normal, right? Is listening to podcasts. Now, the number one podcast, I'm going to throw it out there, that I listen to is called Indie Hackers. In Indie Hackers is a guy called Cortland who brings on guests, and it could be CEOs, successful people. It could be people who have failed startups who have turned like their companies into $1 million revenue SaaS companies. And what's incredible is, guys, they talk about the things which you just didn't expect. Like, see, it normalizes CEOs, it normalizes CTOs, it normalizes business owners. It teaches you that it's okay to fail. And it teaches you that, you know what, these people who have millions in their bank account have failed a lot along the way to get to that point. So if you're trying to get to a point where you're building your own company, SaaS company, whatever it may be, podcast is a really awesome way to get mentored by those who have done it, succeeded or failed, and what the lessons that they've learned along the way. Trust me when I say this is probably next to one of the best things you could do when you're driving, when you're going for a run. Rather than listening to music and learning nothing, stick on a podcast, watch how the time flies. Your half-an-hour cardio session is now super easy, and you've learned how to run a company. Next stop, we're heading to the UAE's highest restaurant, right? So based in Ras Al Khaimah, Jebel J's, it's called Puro, and we're gonna give it a little bit of a review. So coming up in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's the flight, I think. Oh yeah, okay, so we're here. Oh, sick. So we're proper here. Oh, there we go. Dope. All right, let's go, boy. Okay, so we made it to Puro. Let's go eat, man. Let's go. Our reservation's in an hour, but it's empty, innit? I reckon it'll be fun. Yeah, screw it, let's go eat. Weather is absolutely beautiful today. So if you ever come to Jebel J's, you basically will come to this J's Adventure Park, and this is where you find everything. So you'll find Puro here, which is the restaurant. Behind us, you've got the sled over there. And then you've also got Jay's Flight, which is the one that we're going to be doing, the world's longest zipline. So we only realized, Jay, we didn't even think this through, did we? No. It's the world's longest zipline over the valley. And we're just casually like, oh yeah, it's a normal zipline. And then as we're driving up, we're like, damn, that is high. Yeah, it's the world's longest zipline. Oh, thank you, man. Highest restaurant in the United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, we have reservation. Under the name of?
Okay, yeah, thank you. Jay's. You think I don't live here, but Jay, he's saying. You can't have enough water.
Chicken
food looks good. Korean fried chicken. We got ourselves a lemon iced tea. That looks so refreshing, man. You sure you don't want to get one?
No.
You look like you need that, bro. We got Korean chicken. Thank you. That was really nice, thank you. Arancini balls. Here's the main course. What'd you get? Katsu.
Chicken fry, medium rare.
Thank you very much.
Yours looks well nice, man.
I know, right?
Enjoy.
Thank you. Cheers. It has to be done. Alright, so firstly, that steak was actually really nice. So if you come to Puro, highly recommend the steak, medium rare. Now, on to more interesting topics. Where can you actually find a mentor, right? So I've been talking about mentorship, I've been talking about all this kind of stuff, but where can you actually go ahead, find yourself your first mentor, you know, your second mentor, that kind of thing. So the easiest one is at your full-time job, right? So your workplace. So if you're on a 9 to 5 kind of shift or something like that, you're gonna have loads of developers around you every day. That's by far the easiest way, right? You're gonna have senior developers, you're gonna have juniors, any single one of them can be a mentor, right? The way to identify a mentor is if they have a certain skill that you're trying to learn, that can be a mentor, right? You can go ahead, shadow them, learn from them, go ahead and acquire that skill in a way easier way than going ahead and doing it yourself. The next one is an online community like Zero to Full Stack Hero. So if you're interested in joining something like that, link is in the description, but our community is pretty much a place where I offer mentorship. Every week we do weekly coaching calls. We have success coaches inside the community that will help people out, mentor them through their problems. And also we connect developers together. So our main goal in Zero to Full Stack Hero was to eliminate the feeling of being alone. So that way you're always kind of coding. You're never kind of siloed in by yourself. If you get stuck, there's always a way out of your problem. Another awesome one, speaking of which, because we recently built it, subreddits. So literally there's awesome subreddits like r/learn programming, r/reactjs. Literally just go ahead, type in software development Reddits. You'll see a list of them. All of these are going to be awesome places where you can go ahead and connect with other developers. Any place where you can pretty much go ahead and network with loads of developers is an opportunity to find a certain mentor in that field. And on the topic of online communities, that obviously counts for Discord as well, right? So Slack we've covered, Zero to Full Stack Hero. Discord communities, amazing as well. And there's plenty of free Slack communities out there as well, like Sanity, really great Slack community if you're trying to learn Sanity. Wicked place to find a Sanity mentor. But if you want to get a bit more hands-on and actually meet people in the physical world, then you've got conferences, Facebook conferences, all that kind of stuff. Hackathons, whether it be digital or in person, highly recommend everyone does a hackathon. Jay, did you ever do a hackathon?
No.
Hackathons are sick, like 100%. I really recommend it. They put you under time pressure. It's one of the best things you can do for finding awesome friends as developers, and two, just pushing your skill set and getting mentored, because there's such a pressure in such a small amount of time that you're just going to excel in certain things that you just wouldn't otherwise push yourself to go ahead and learn in that short amount of time. Dev meetups, another great one. Meetup.com, awesome place to go to. If you head over to meetup.com, type in software developers, you're going to find literally an extensive list of all these kind of meetups that people are doing. It'll be like social nights, it'll be like kind of games nights, but that's a wicked place. You can go make friends in the space, go ahead and kind of, elevate your skill set by making friends. You've got pair programming opportunities all over the place then, because if I get stuck on a problem and my friend that I just met the other day codes in React as well, now I can go ahead and ask him. Another common one that I often see a lot of people do, however, I'm on the fence of it, is boot camps. Boot camps are an awesome place to meet people. Obviously, everyone's invested doing their thing. Do I think you need to be spending thousands on a boot camp? Not necessarily. That's why we don't charge thousands for our own course, because I think a lot of this stuff is out there for free. We do free videos on YouTube. The main reason why we have something like Zero to Full Stack Hero as opposed to just a full-fledged bootcamp is because the whole value comes in the community side of it, where you can find mentors alongside mentors like me, like success coaches, other students, that kind of thing. So I would really recommend, if you're absolutely lost and you choose a bootcamp, it's still a great decision. I know loads of people who have had success, but it's not an absolute necessary, right? But it's a great place to meet a mentor. Finally, we have reaching out to people on LinkedIn and Twitter. Don't underestimate this one. It's honestly a way to get freelancing clients, mentors. You'll be amazed how many people want to give back. So I would recommend that you reach out on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and just say like, I'm trying to learn reactjs. Does anyone know like how to use state like in this way? Or does anyone know how to use state management libraries such as Redux? You get tons of people jumping in, hey, I can help you out. And then you get into a DM, get on a Zoom call, next thing you know, they're teaching you, right? Whether it's paid, whether it's free, it's an option that you can do. And I've done it a few times myself when I've got stuck. The most obvious one, if you have gone down the route of university or college, you're gonna be surrounded by students. You're gonna be surrounded by, professors, that kind of thing. That's an obvious place where you can go ahead and find mentorship. My main thing is, I'll keep coming back to it, stop feeling scared to ask the questions, right? Even when me and Jay are working together, I say to him all the time, if you're stuck or if you want to ask a question, ask me a billion questions. But if you don't ask questions, you're your own halt to your progress. Now, the main reason, again, for why you want to find any of these mentors in the first place is, and it's probably not spoken about a lot, but it's accountability, right? You telling yourself you're going to learn Stripe versus you actually going and learning Stripe is a whole different thing. You might be sitting there like reading the documentation, sitting there clueless for a while, whatever it is. The moments where I've progressed the most is when I've had a senior mentor of mine put a task in front of me. So whether it's been at a workplace, whether I've been working with someone joint on a freelancing gig, whatever the case, and they're holding me accountable. And a great example of this is in a hackathon. If you're in a hackathon with a strong team and you get promised that you say, I'm going to build this feature by this time, because it's a competition, it's usually under time pressure, you're going to naturally find that they're going to be helping you out to get you past that goal. But they're not going to give you the solution straight out, because they're going to be working on their own problem. And you'll find this in jobs as well. A senior developer is not going to come in and just give you the answer, but they're going to gently nudge you in the right direction. So you're going to learn the things you need to learn without getting blocked along the way. So that's one of the biggest things you could possibly have from a mentor, is that accountability. So that way you don't quit when it gets tough. Instead, you figure out, you get that gentle nudge in the right direction, you get guided, and then you can progress forward. Thank you. Cheers. I need to see that, man.
Thank you.
Found some pretty good beanbags. Prime example of a wicked mentorship was literally me and you. Right? So it was a case of, when I first came to Dubai, it would have taken me ages to figure out visas, all this other stuff, if I had done it all on my own. But like, I literally asked, you were just like, do this, do this, do this, do this.
We didn't even need an agent for a lot of things, like the
Nah.
visa process,
We
the
didn't.
company setup. We just like, obviously, the company, we just need the agent just to get the paperwork
Yeah.
through. Otherwise, we could have done that ourselves.
100%. Like, I don't think it was like an absolute requirement to have, especially when you've already got a friend like in Dubai, right? So like that massively helped out. I got a question last time about, you know, talk about visas, blah, blah. Getting a mentor, even if it's like this, like somebody who already lives in the country, who knows how to, and even little things like how to use Kareem. Like, you know what I mean? I was amazed when we first got Kareem and something got delivered to the apartment. And I was like, oh, I need to go downstairs. And Jay's like, no, they come to your door. And I was like, oh, this is a thing, you know what I mean?
Even tons of things, even the small things like navigating the Dubai Mall.
Yeah.
I take Sunny to every store, and you know.
Exactly, man. Like I'm getting lost in Dubai Mall, and Jay's like, we go here, we go here, we go here. So you literally save time by having like somebody who just knows that field area, whatever it is, better than you. I had experience before on YouTube how to set up a company, how to do the whole like Kajabi, set up your course, all that kind of stuff. And Jay had never done that, but he had the experience in other areas. Jay would like literally made the Dubai transition super fast. And I think it's fair to say you've learned more about like business and how to run things than any other like kind of job.
I think no other job would give me this experience of like, you know, starting from zero.
Yeah, thing new, something pushing you. And honestly, the biggest thing that we do to push each other is constant like this kind of back and forth. If I'm lazy, Jay will call me out on it. And that's the accountability part, right? So honestly, mentor isn't always just somebody who's like way better than you in a field. It's also somebody who's gonna help you just be better, right? So literally, like, if I'm lazy, Jay's like, where are we at on this video? Like, why haven't we done this build? Why have we done this? So find an accountability partner, whether it's a pair programming partner, whether it's a developer who's gonna help you succeed in like a certain fundamental like Redux or something. Whatever it is, find someone who can hold you accountable, because that's how I think me and you ace things. Yeah.
That's how our workflow is, right?
Yeah.
Which is so efficient. We have so many things running at once.
Exactly, yeah.
It's so efficient.
Exactly. And the team's minimal. Like people would often think we have a huge team, but we have me and Jay as core, and then we have people that we bring in as and when we need.
Yeah.
And it's literally a case of like, and we use software to help us like replace so many different employees, right?
Automations.
Yeah, automations galore. If we find we're doing the same task over and over, automate it. So massive boost. Come, let's do it. Peace.
I wonder how this is going on. What should we do?
So what are we doing?
So we're doing it now early.
We're doing the zipline early. 2:45. Oh wow, it's in 10 minutes.
Right now.
Okay, so we have no time to prep. All right, so it looks like we're doing it early. Have you been on it yourself? Have you been on it yourself?
11 times already.
Oh really?
You must be bored now.
Sorry, but yeah.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, we'll be back then. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, showtime. I don't know, is your food even digested? I mean, it's all right. Yeah, I think it'll be all right.
It will be digested.
Yeah, it will be digested once we're on it. The gravity of that drop. Oh my God. All right, guys.
If we don't put this vlog up, you know.
You know what's happened. It's all going down from here. So if you don't know, we're literally at the highest point right now. So it's bloody high. It doesn't look, I think the camera might be downplaying it, but it is really high to be doing a zip line.
It's high.
So what we're gonna do to capture the moment is Jay bought a wicked GoPro, so I'm gonna strap it to the head and you're literally gonna see first person view. So it should be jokes, isn't it?
Yep.
Sick.
See you in the sky, I guess.
See you in the sky, guys. Peace. Live time. Oh, that looks so good.
It's gonna happen, boys.
So we're gonna use the GoPro and set this up. An hour and a half, and now me and Jay are gonna do the what's it called, zip line right now.
Nervous.
Somewhat nervous.
Just finish up.
That's fine. So how are you feeling, Jay?
I'm alright actually. How about you?
I think I'm alright. I think when we get there, it'll be a whole like we'll see
It's 2.5 minutes of
a flight.
so it's quite a long time.
2.5 minutes just flying through 120 kilometers. 120.
200.
No, he's at 160.
Oh, 160.
Yeah, 160 kilometers an hour, which is about 90. I think it's like 70 to 90 miles per hour. That's like motorway speed. That's crazy.
That is motorway speed.
Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, Here we are.
Go.
Relax. Whoa.
Need to make up your tension for the instruction.
We turn it on when we go.
I just turned it on.
Go?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, nice shoe, man.
For the PAPAFAM, Jay. This is what you call facing your fears. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, let's go. Whoa! Yeah! Let's go! Oh! Yeah! Wow, that's a nice break. Wow. Hey, there he is. Hey, we done it, Jay. Nice.
Finished.
Oh, things we do, eh? Absolute amazing.
Absolute bonkers.
Yeah, that was fast, man. That was actually really fast.
You can drop it down.
So, we just did the world's longest zip line. Thoughts?
Crazy, crazy.
Crazy good stuff, honestly. I've got like a somewhat fear of heights, but we conquered it.
Fine.
And honestly, you are high. Because what happens is you start flying off,
Yeah.
and then there's a hidden
Yeah.
drop where it's like way higher than
Yeah.
you think. And then, but at that point, there's kind of this energy kicks in and you have such a good time. 100% recommend it. Now we are going to this sledder thing. So this should be fun. It's really hot though, so right now we're kind of, don't know if this is the smartest move, but we're gonna see how this one turns out.
You see on your way, you saw the sledge side? Or the start?
So you have to drive down.
Yes, sir.
Drive down, yeah? Alright, cheers, man. So looks like we're doing 420. So Jay, what are we saying? Drive down? Yeah. Alright, cool. I'm gonna drive down, have a quick water break. And then sled time. Honestly, the adrenaline today. I was feeling a little bit on the tired side, and then you go off that cliff and you're just like, yup, I'm awake. So now we're good to go. Oh, it's hot, bro. Jeez, huh? My God. Guys, I don't know if you can tell, but right now it is boiling hot. Wow.
Boiling.
What is it, like 40? It must be over 40. Has to be over
45
40.
in the car.
45 must be like 50 in the car right
That's
now.
right.
Bloody hell. There you go, AC for the win. Let's go and drive to the next place. Peace. And we made it. It's down the hill a little bit, and we've got the starting point over there. Well, it's way cooler outside than it is inside the car. Inside the car was like 50 degrees. Jebu J's sledder. So what happened? It shut down?
Just only for today, just like a technical issue only.
Yeah?
Yeah, so we apologize that one.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Next time, guys, come here.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back. Okay, so looks like it always happens, doesn't it? So there's a technical issue on the sledder, which I'm pretty happy not to go on if there's a technical issue on that thing. Hello? Hi, mate. Can I just have one bottle of water, please? So, in summary, coding mentors provide you real-world context. They're going to be the ones who help you understand any programming concept you're struggling with. They're going to be the ones who give you that confidence boost that when things get hard, you're not just going to quit, but instead they give you that little gentle nudge in the right direction. And it's honestly the single greatest cheat code I could give any upcoming developer. Go and get a mentor, any shape or form, whether it's a book, whether it's a Discord server, group of coders, like go find somebody who you can code with, whether it's a community, whether it's, you know, a podcast that you're listening to, whatever it is, find a form of mentorship. And if you can't find anything from what we spoke about today, then just join us at Zero to Full Stack Hero, or even join our Discord community, see what it's like. You know, the Discord community is completely free. See what it's like if you can find a mentor inside there. But we have full weekly mentorship calls inside of the course. So if you do find that you're struggling, feel free, hop in. That's why I built the course, so we can tackle that exact issue. With that said, it's been an awesome day. We couldn't go on the sledder because of the technical issue. They had some technical issues, so we're gonna write that one off today. We're gonna shoot a little bit of content here before we head off because it's beautiful, super quiet because we're lucky it's a weekday. And then tonight we are going to Jurassic Park. So we're gonna go watch Jurassic Park. Now I'm a massive fanboy of Jurassic Park. Jay, did you watch Jurassic Park growing up?
No, I've only seen a bit.
Really?
I'm not a fanboy, but I've seen them.
Yeah. You've seen them all though, up to
Yeah.
now? Okay.
Lots
So
of
we're
them.
good. Otherwise I don't have to explain it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is a dinosaur. Nah. If you're enjoying this vlog, just do us a favor, smash the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, because a lot of you are watching, you're not actually subscribed. So do us a massive favor, push us out to help more developers out there in the world. And the little bell notification icon, just tick it. So that way you get notified every time we drop a new video. So finally, long day, good day. We were productive as hell. We're now gonna go ahead and drive back. Sun is just blaring in our face right now. We've got our supplies. We're not gonna get stuck in the desert again. And it should be a nice drive back.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way.
Right, bro.
See you later.
Mad day.
Mad day, killed it, smashed
Killed
it.
it, smashed it. Jay's not feeling too great, so he's gonna call the movie off. That's all good. I'm gonna go still watch Jurassic Park. Don't hate me.
Enjoy the movie.
A fanboy.
See you guys. Bye.
See you there, man. Peace out. Finally back home in my apartment, and we've booked Jurassic Park for later. So Jay's not coming with me, I'm going with another friend now. And I'm gonna wrap the vlog up here. Very tired, but awesome day. Hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. If you have, make sure to do the following and smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any more videos. And if you found any of this stuff useful, any tips that may help you out, drop them in the comment down below so that way those tips get highlighted and other people who come to the channel can go ahead and learn some more. As always, guys, it's your boy Sunny. I will see you in the next video. Peace.